What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic. This is a new product. This is not really a hype product or something. I picked it up off Amazon. I found it's an raw whey isolate, and raw in the sense it's absolutely raw. There's no digestive enzyme, there's no color, flavor, nothing. So let's get into it. Alright, so when it comes to the quality of this product, of course, it's just a pure isolate, 90% protein, and there's nothing added to it, at least that's what they've written on the label, that there's nothing added to it. So that's a good thing. It's a raw protein, it's isolate, so it gets in fast, and it's also good for people with lactose intolerance. That comes with 27 grams of protein. Now this calculation is of course as usual based on the dry basis. That means you're going to get somewhere around 80%, 88%, 87, 88%, something like that. So that's not too bad actually. That's actually a really high amount of protein. When it comes to the biggest bummer of this product, then it's of course the value for money. I picked it up off Amazon on a discount, and that costed me around 1,600 bucks for 907 grams, which is 2 pounds. That means 52 rupees per one serving for a raw whey protein isolate, which is too costly right now in Indian market, where people are selling at 38, 42, something like that. I would have been okay if they had charged 48, 47 bucks, so just a wee bit more margin, but that could be considered, but 52 is way off the chart. Let's try to see how much is actually one scoop, and they have indeed given a scoop. Let me first talk about the texture. So yeah, this texture is similar to Sinu's texture, Sinu raw whey protein. It's grainy. It's not that grainy, but it's grainy. Okay, for whatever reason this thing is kind of clogged. All right. Not that it's lumpy, it's just clogged. So there's that 30 grams is one scoop, so we just took one scoop, and you can say it's like till the head because there's an empty part in here, and we're gonna use and see how much it is. It's 23 grams. That means you gotta add a wee bit more, and there you go. So it's actually a heaping scoop once again. Only if you add a heaping scoop, it's going to be 30 grams. So just in case you're wondering, you want to watch your scale, you want to watch how much protein you're taking, you got to take a heaping scoop of this thing. Alright, this much I'm using. So not 30 grams, this is less. We already saw that. This is like 20 grams maybe. Just a handshake, of course, got it through. More like real whey. When we were shaking it, it got easily in. Yeah, there are some floaters, of course, and it's normal. It smells normal, like whey protein, like raw whey protein. Alright, let me shake it and understand what's going on. Alright, so we got a nice shake. There's nothing now sticking around. We got a translucent mixture, and we got froth. But if you ask me, I was expecting way much more froth, but with the amount of shaking that I'm giving. Right? This is not really good enough for froth. Right? It's not. It's translucent. It's frothy, but both these things are less compared to what I see in other raw isolates. You can check out my raw isolate reviews previously. You would understand what's the difference. So I'm not skeptical. I'm not happy totally on this part. I was expecting more in here. All right, let's taste it. It should taste like there's nothing wrong. It tastes like raw whey protein. That's absolutely fine. There's no aftertaste, there's no sweetness, nothing at all, but no aftertaste like bitterness or anything. It tastes absolutely fine. Pretty bland, like very bland milk taste. That's how it tastes. All right, let's jump into the microscopic test. All right, let's grab a wee bit of this thing. Not much, maybe a bit less also. We don't need that much. And I think we took a wee bit more than what we should have taken, and do the microscopic test. Okay, are we recording? Yes. No. Different areas I'm trying to see. That's just the paper. Now it's all clean. Looks good. Yeah. Alright, so when it comes to talking about the pros of this product, and of course it's a 90% bioavailability of protein on a dry basis, and it's an isolate protein. So it's absolutely fantastic. When it comes to the cons, I have two major concerns, nothing much. When it comes to the cons, I got two major concerns, and those would be first the mixability. I expected, being a raw isolate protein, for it to froth more and for it to create a more translucent mixture. It didn't do that. It did, of course it did, but it did to an extent that a flavored whey isolate would do, you know, but it didn't do as a raw whey isolate should do. You should check out my other videos on raw isolate and understand what sort of frothing and translucency I'm talking about. And the biggest bummer for me is, of course, the price, because a raw isolate protein on today's market selling at 50 rupees per scoop is way off the chart, and I think that would be a big showstopper for a lot of consumers. So just to wrap it up, it's a nice protein. There's not a problem with that, except for the doubt part where I didn't expect it mixability with this thing. However, it's worth mentioning that there are some Amazon reviews where the user probably didn't know how a raw whey isolate should behave and ended up making improper reviews. So if you check it out, you can find it out. That being said, I'm not satisfied with the mixability. Once again, I should say that. And the price is too high. So if I had to buy it again, I wouldn't do that. I'd stay away from this product. So that was the review. I hope it was helpful, and I thank you a lot for your time. Thanks a lot for the encouragement. Have an awesome life, folks. Ciao.